howdy doody, everybody. How are we all? Sorry about that, Leah. We had a bit of a technical issue just before the start of the show. I'm trying something new here. Um, God help. God help Berkeley. G'day, Anthony. How are you, Junior?
I'm tired and emotionally drained.
Okay.
I need to crawl into a happy place.
Oh, do you? Okay. I think we all do. I think it's been one of them weeks in with me. It's been a crazy nutty week this week for me too. We'll get into that in a moment. I mean, there's still people struggling to come in. Still full. So hello everybody. We've got Andy, Cookie. You got to fight it with the rabbit, doesn't he, Anthony?
Yeah.
He gets very aggressive with that cookies. Don Ricard, how are you? Nice to see you.
Ian, John Banicki, John from Schuylkill River Valley. Hello, hello, hello. Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Ian from Lehigh. Nice to have you. Jean Ricard, long time no speak.
Yeah, talking about that, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm back
had to kick him off the phone so I could get on here.
Okay, so I don't know why the voice is still coming in through my. Okay. Tell you everybody what's going on. One of our dear friends passed away while Anthony Joyce was here. It was expected. He is more an acquaintance, one of the Colleen's neighbours, but I inquired some of the stuff of him. G'day, Joe. How are you? I'm going up into work. I've got a tablet. One of these tablets. So I've been working on setting it all up, and oh man, technology. You gotta love it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a trial. I mean, I did mute the voice in there, but the voice is still coming through.
Let's not use that word today.
Which one?
Trial. That's why you're getting some echo. You got to mute something.
Okay, how am I going to mute the sound on this? Okay. Actually, if I mute the sound on here, is the echo gone?
Well, let's see. Are you hearing me? Nope. My voice is still coming through somewhere.
Okay, hang on.
Because the only sound I use is the StreamYard sound because it mutes. When I'm listening to it, it prevents the feedback coming in. But if you're listening somewhere else on YouTube or something like that, your microphone will pick it up. Hey, there's Dwight Curley. But they did reach a verdict in the trial last night. So I'm allowed to talk about it now. I can talk about it. Not that anybody wants to hear about a murder trial, but that's where I was at this week. And it was tragic, to say the least. Young people, alcohol, drugs, and guns. Not a healthy mix. Yeah, basically, it's mostly how I would have voted. It was a single murder, but there were two different murder charges, and the more advanced murder charge, the jury could not agree on, so they were not guilty on that one. But the second murder charge and the felonious assault charge were in. The jury rejected the self-defense claim, which they should have because it was bogus, and the defense knew they had a bad case and still tried to fight it. But anyhow, anybody who follows me on Facebook, I wrote kind of a long essay about my experience with it. You can go to Facebook and read about it. Anyhow, so what's up, Artie? Besides, you got a new tablet and you're trying to sort it out, and
1 minute. Okay, we lost my voice. Hang on.
so if you mute the mic on that one and go to the imposter, Artie. Hey, Trackside Mike, how are you? But yeah, see, I'm coming through on loop here. And now we're definitely getting more feedback. I'm still coming through.
Just give me a moment.
Okay. So, hi, everybody. I'd like to talk to you about something that happened this week, but the only thing that happened this week for me was I was a juror at a murder trial and locked up from early in the morning to late afternoon every day for the last 5 days. So I don't know what's gone on in the train world. I haven't seen videos. Today was my first day free. I was juror number 14. Anybody watch my live feed? I kind of talked about it, but I can now be much more specific about it. As a verdict was in, I just mentioned in my live stream yesterday that I was stuck at a trial, and I couldn't say much more than that, but now I can talk about it. It was a murder trial. The verdict, the defense had conceded the shooting happened, but was arguing self-defense, and their argument had more holes in it than a machine gun fired Swiss cheese. Hi, Delmarva, how are you? So if anybody's got great train stuff to talk. Oh, Monsville came in too. Hi, Mon. But that's the thing. It sucks being juror number 14 because only 12 jurors vote, and you have to go through all the BS, all the rules. You have to follow everything, take notes, pay attention, listen to all the testimony. You get locked in the jury room, and then you're not allowed to talk about it. See, a lot of people think the jurors talk about the trial while they're in the jury room. They don't. They're not allowed to until final deliberations, and that's the problem. At final deliberations, the 2 extra jurors get kicked out. I mean, and it's not even, I mean, they try to make it polite, but it really is, give us your notebook, give us the pen back, leave. Thanks for your service. And the other jurors can go in the jury room and actually talk about it and finally explode to each other. And the 2 of us that get kicked out, we can't even talk to each other on the way out. They're like, sorry, you can't talk to each other. 2 different deputies escort us out one at a time and go to your car, goodbye.
G'day, Trackside Mike. How are you, Papa John? Yeah, well, I tell you one.
How are you?
If I ever want anybody on the jury, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I would rather have you on the panel. Not that I can choose. But, yeah.
I mean, I thought the group of jurors were pretty good, although, this was a part of Toledo, very inner city, and most of the jurors from Lucas County were older, from the farming and small village communities, very conservative minded, and just sort of like maybe not understanding some of the nuances within the trial and stuff like that. But hey, in the end, I agree with the verdict they came up with. I'm curious as to why they didn't agree with the first murder charge and went with the second one, because I thought the first one was proven, but that's what the jury deliberation's for. And as long as one person isn't convinced, you have to throw it out.
Yeah.
But I think the verdict is fair. Definitely was not self-defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, what I just say, what I gave it is that we got any weird chats popping up, Anthony. It's because I've given a tablet to Pixie to play with.
Oh, okay. All right, well, yeah, so now it sounds like you may have sorted some issues out, so let's get on with the show.
Okay, let's get on with it, people. Sorry about that. I mean, I will have to do a few little trial runs through the week with it, because I've only just finished setting that up, so I know there's tricks to it. I would like to have that in the room here now.
You've
Uh,
only just begun. I'm sorry.
of course. Yeah, well, yeah, it's raining. Um, it's only just started raining this morning too. What could be these tens? Tens? New system. Well, the new system is I've got a tablet, and what I would like to do is because the memory gets used up so much in this computer while I'm streaming and running the train, I want to be able to use the tablet so I can actually see it, I can see the comments, and just have a computer run the layout until I get the new computer. Um, so I'm going to play around with it during the week, so there may be a few little pop-ups here and there, just trying to sort the thing out. I am going to be rotating the trains this week too, so everybody's going to have to wait to see what's going to happen. Um,
Little glitches may happen while you're watching.
Pixie, leave it alone. But yeah, I tell you what, YouTube, it can be a beautiful place to be in at times, but I can tell you what, it can be a real nightmare. Um, as a lot of you guys have noticed, I have acquired a railjet. I have acquired my railjet back. Um, yeah, she did a runaway earlier in the week too. She actually ran away from the top of the hill down the bottom and went for a flight. So I decided, well, I'm going to have a look on YouTube and have a look at the real thing. And man, never again. But that's what we all say, isn't it? So when I looked at a railjet and I saw them they were hooked up in doubles and whatnot, I'm going, oh, okay, I might be able to do that. So guess what I've done? I bought another set.
Another railjet set?
Yeah, a Roco one.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
probably better choice.
We'll have a little chat about it during the week because there's something I wanted to get, but I mean, if you're only getting in AC mode, not DC, so we're going to have a little bit of a talk here.
Hmm.
Um, Swap over fuel shells and whatnot. But um, it's is there someone in your background there?
My daughter is talking to Joyce up in the kitchen.
Oh, good. So we can talk about it. Okay. So I am getting another. I am getting another railjet set, but I am going to get the Roco one. Um, even though I can't get, even though I cannot get the Roco engine,
Mhm.
I did notice that the railjet does use a couple other different engines on it. So and some pretty ones too. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to get another locomotive to run with it, and that's going to remain as they run it as a 7 car set. But
Yeah, 4 pack and a 3 pack, 7 cars. Yeah.
yeah, it's like after running, I know the Tyco one is the cars are shorter. I thought I was hallucinating. No, you're not hallucinating yet.
They're all still responding to me, flipping the pictures back and forth. Hey,
Um,
Floyd.
the Pico cars are a little bit shorter, so I am going to get
By
my
the
Pico
way,
set.
which one's pink?
And I'm going to reduce it from a 7 car set to a 5 car set. Um, Mainly because of the way my layout is at the moment. It's good size and typical sidings. Um, but if I get another Pico set, I can double. I can run 2 sets. And I can still fit on the layout here on the station, and you can actually do the running. I'm not happy with the. I don't know whether it's the engine or whether it's the decoder, because remember I was putting that ESU decoder in it. It didn't want to work, so I did use. I think it was a TCS decoder I had floating around for one of the
All
other
right.
engines. I put,
Take care, Monsville.
G'day, Monsville. Take care, buddy. Hopefully you got a better day up there than here. Um, so I've got to have a look around. I'm going to have to play. I'm getting another set. Either Pico one so I can double up and see if it's actually engine, whether I have to hardwire everything in the car into it. I don't know. I have to have a look. But yeah, I'm still waiting for the add-on piece to come from Anthony's favourite little hobby shop in Germany. Are they, Anthony? Yeah.
The town of Detmold.
Yeah, well, I've got two orders there, and there's another third one coming in this week. So I don't know how long it's going to take before they ship it out. Um, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, yes, who was it that was asking me the other day? Ivo was saying, did I get left with a European virus? And I go, yeah, I have been. Someone did leave me a European virus here on the visit. But I've got to say, for the price that I can get from that hobby shop where Anthony recommended, yes, I do run DCC, John. Um,
Well, actually, Artie's kind of AC and DC, if you know what I mean.
Okay, see you guys. Okay, all right.
Wait, what?
Okay, there we go.
Psychedelic.
Yeah, one of those. Oh, here we. So yeah, I am going to get some European stuff. I have got a good price on some of the stuff that I have on sale. One of them is actually, yes, it is in the Austrian colours with one of the engines, but with help or two with someone making me a couple of decals, I can turn it into a 4-year slum and I go. But I mean, I might as well.
I'm
opportunity. I'm trying to behave myself. I know. I mean, it's hard to behave yourself, but
understood.
you know, at least then once I've got these, I know I haven't travelled on roads yet, but with the trains that I'm getting from the European ones, they're the ones that I see and travelled on when I was a kid. So I'm not going to go too stupid over it because other things are coming up. All right, so I'll get some trains running in the background. We can actually have a talk about everything else. Let's see how it goes. I have played around with it. I have actually got trains running bi-directionally now. So let's see what will happen. Because we had a bit of a mishap last week, didn't we, Anthony?
Did we? I don't remember last week's show at all.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm sad to admit it, but I don't remember last week. All I remember is Sunday thinking, oh, yeah, I've got to call for jury duty. And then all that's on the brain right now is what I just experienced this week.
Okay, now.
Yeah, see, there's a couple of.
Come on.
Oh, I'm looking at some of the different. I was trying to see if I could pull up a page that shows all the different Roco rail jets they're planning this year. You know, for example, let's see, I think I can do this. Where are we? Okay, let's go back to Wacky Weekend here. No, that's not where I was at. Thank you. Oh yeah, I got to go on StreamYard. And do I do present? Share screen? A window? No, I can't share a window. Entire screen window. Microsoft Edge tab. There we go. Yeah. So like there's this one. I hope that's showing up. Yeah. You can see that one, which is climate, you know, the green climate one. And you can see how expensive it is in AC. And that's one that's available now, but I don't think that one's all that shall I say, sexy.
Um,
And then let me, I got to go find the right window. And then if I go back, like you can see this very cool locomotive.
that's the one I want, but they're only doing it in AC. The one that is this one here.
This one's only available in AC. Interesting, because there it is in DC. No, wait, no, that's the American version. I'm sorry. That's the American 185 in DC, or AC, because American's only AC. But yeah, that's very cool. I surprised. Roku normally does both. If anything, they'd make DC and not necessarily AC.
Oh,
But
that, see, what I'm thinking
that's a
about,
cool looking. That's kind of a cool looking one, but it's a one off, and I don't want that. And then of course you got the night jets, and then
see,
yeah,
that Manic one that you got there, I'm definitely getting that because I have seen that with the video with it running with the railjet cars.
yeah, because you can get this one, which is a railjet locomotive,
Yeah.
which is like the one I have, and then there's the AC version. They've marked it down a bit.
I'd like to get. I'm just going to get in contact with Rico and see what I can. Oops, hang on.
But there's even more of them, and there's other companies like here. This is a hobby train one in N scale, but Roco is doing this one in their Roco is doing this exact one, but in HO. This is an N scale one, so don't let the price fool you.
Um, okay, hang on.
This is one that I'm thinking of getting from Roco when they release it. This is not the Roco version. Again, I will emphasize that. But Roco is making this one in HO scale, in AC and DC, you know, 2 rail and 3 rail. And I am really talking myself into taking some money out of a special account that I have and buying it when
Is that
when
450? Is that 453 for the set?
that's N scale.
Oh,
That is N scale. This is by Hobby Train, and it's N scale. The well, I can stop sharing that now because that was the one I wanted to show. But yeah, that one when it's out in HO by Roco, because Roco is releasing 6 different rail jets through this year and early into next year.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm thinking I'm really talking myself into taking some money. My one investment account has done well recently, and I just may take some of the bonus out and go ahead and just drop some money on it. That way, it's not coming out of any obvious pay or anything like that.
Yeah,
Um, where I feel like it won't interfere with our trip to the UK in October, which, by the way, we got a book, and or our trip to Germany next spring.
well, separated and stuff. Yeah, I'd like to get this silk that set because I always wanted. I'm really disappointed I didn't get the original set that Ray that came up with.
There's
And,
that. Book
and
it.
yeah, that's with the operating doors on it. But it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't look too many of them on YouTube. But it's going to look nice. I mean, I know it's a mountain layout, but I mean, hey, it's good to see a road jet on it. And it is
Yep.
a nice, sexy looking train. And by looking at the videos, it travels right throughout Europe by the looks of it. Well, the eastern part of Europe, anyway, through Austria to Hungary, up into Germany. So it may be an international. Okay, John, Skookil, you have a good night there, buddy.
All right, take care, John. Thanks for stopping in and hanging with us for a bit. Hi, Randall. Can't chat now because you're at work, but you're listening in the background.
Okay. Um, and with me being international, basically, I've got running from Australia, America, well, Europe, big continent Europe as well. But it'd be nice to have something crossing the country or crossing the continent because there's so many. What's the word? In the EU countries, so many crossing borders. Why did my brain stop?
I still can't figure out how this comes off.
But what I'm thinking about doing is getting a. Um, okay, here we go again. And this did run well.
I have to dig out the box for this.
So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about getting the AC model and getting a DC model and just swap the shells around.
Oh, that's a lot of money there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of expense to try to do all that. You should be able. You really should be able to find a two rail version. If you keep saying a DC version, people are going to say you're already, But what you mean is a two rail versus a three rail?
Unless I can actually. Okay, good night, Richard. Unless I can actually.
Good night, Jean.
Unless I can convert it over from three rail AC to two rail DC.
Right.
But that's by doing a email to. Okay, so what is it my train wants to run? Is it? Well, apparently I'm supposed to have a train. There's a train there. There's a train parked up there. Nobody knows where they want to go. All right. Fix that up. We'll fix that up. Okay. Now, I'm going to take. Show people one from there and send it here. That might sort it. I've got a traffic jam on my layout. But the one thing I do have to do is I do have to finish some of these other little projects I've got up in here once now that I'm being told I can't do much on the layout. I did get my injection this week on my shoulder. Apparently I've got to take it easy for the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to be running in a layout here and not able to do any construction work. So I'm going to be playing around in here. Try to finish some of these engines up that are all falling apart before I lose the parts for it. Nothing like, losing it. Components. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. And yeah, I'm going to be, with it being, Independence Day week this week, of 4th of July, I'm going to be swapping my rolling stock over. I'm going to start putting some of my American stuff on there. That is a nice little car. What you're running your hand at. Yeah. I've got to say, the Europeans, they've got some very nice stuff.
Yeah, it's I mean, obviously, I only know the European models. I mean, I'm sure there's good American companies. Everybody has their favorites. I mean, there are people that are Märklin haters, and I don't judge. I know that I won't buy something from Pico's. I won't buy a locomotive from Pico's hobby level. I will buy a Pico upper level model, but I won't buy their hobby level because I just find I probably all 3 or 4 of the Pico hobby level locomotives I've bought have been problematic, and I have either sold them off or replaced them and kept the hobby level, but I don't run it as much. I think the only Pico hobby level I still have is the 223 Hercules locomotive for Alex Trains. And I kept that one. That's the one that was a DC that I had converted to AC digital. It was it was base digital, and I had a 2-rail base digital, and I had it converted to 3-rail full digital, and has it ran great when I first got it, but as time went by, it definitely just did not like pulling the load it had, because even though you convert it to 3-rail, it still got the original cheaper motor building, and it just was not a strong puller of the cars. It will work fine on a short loop, but it won't go up the inclines. And so I got the Roco nicer version, which handles the inclines well enough. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Hey, Eric, how are you, buddy?
You're getting a show of 1 and 1 1/12, because you got me, and then you got just a little part of Artie way over there and down low. And he's just out of reach. I can't quite reach him to smack him on the head and say, look in the camera and talk to people. Either that, or Artie's been replaced by a Hobbit, and the camera's just not set for the Hobbit. Mr. Frodo! Mr. Frodo! Mr. Frodo!
I don't know why I had this train down here stop for me. It's programmed to continue on running without stopping, but for some reason there's a glitch happening again. But I've got the trains running, so that's a good sign.
Oh, Mr. Frodo, don't be hard, sir.
But there was another set that I looked at. It's a German model with the blue.
What's her name?
Pardon? The community.
What's her name? This German model that you looked at. You said this German model had a nice set, and I'm wondering what's her name. Maybe I'll find her picture on the internet. Joyce isn't here, so I can get away with it.
Okay, let me have. Okay, did you want to have a look at what she looks like? Because I came up with a wicked idea this week.
You're something the Gollum.
Because as I've got that little module set up on Randall's Run, and I don't want to put it outside. So since I'm not expecting any more guests for a while, I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about putting the Randall's Run in my hallway, just by the entrance of the door, you know, as you come into the train room there. And
right.
But what I'm looking at doing is put a narrow gap and just get it outside the door there, so they'll give me a branch line just up into there.
I see. That'd be pretty wild if you took the door off the hinges and such.
I won't have to take the door off the hinges; just stay there.
Yeah, but if you put it on the other side, it might make it a little hard to get around. But
I'm only going to use a ledge wide this wide to put the curve on it and disconnect it on. Artie's rabbit. Yeah, she's on the other one.
Yeah, Pixie was probably getting a little jealous of Joyce being around the house.
Oh no, she thought, oh, beautiful, there's another female that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there was that sense of community. Like, hey, finally, some more double X chromosome-based creatures here.
Oh, I tell you what, has she been a bugger since you guys left? Oh, talking about protesting.
Still wondering where the hell we are, is she?
Oh, last weekend or the last couple of times you heard your voice, and she's like racing around looking for you. Particularly when Joyce's voice yesterday, like, where is she? So now she's chewing the lounge apart, thinking that she's hiding behind the lounge there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. Okay, let me see. I'm going to go according to my Let me go on my wish list. I think I did put it in my wish list.
Can I get a couple of trains running for the heck of it, just so you're working with trains. You got trains running, and although I'm not quite sure what you're doing down there.
I've got well, I just put it up so people can see my trains running. Okay. I can't believe I've got 71 items in my wish list. Um,
Do 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 do
Not that I'm going to get it
do.
all, but it'd be like, this is the one I'm at. This is 379. And I'm thinking about using this as a commuter service to Randall Run.
Community service.
Commuter service.
Oh, commuter service. I'm sorry. I thought we had another jail talk again.
Yeah. It's not a big set, but that's the one I'm looking at.
Oh, the Karlsruhe train. Wow.
That I think that'll look at home with this layout.
That
Not,
would look very cool on anybody's layout.
yeah. So I might as well have that running from the top here into Randall's Run. Um, I don't need big long trains on it. I do find that I do have issues of running long trains at the moment, particularly with my siding. I need to upgrade the program. Um, I need to upgrade the program where I can actually fine tune things even.
Well, hi, Marty.
G'day, Marty. How are you? Sunny Queensland. But cool. I think you guys getting rain up there too.
No, for what you're getting there, that's a heck of a price, Andy. That's a heck of a price.
Yeah. Not a bad price, no, but I would really like to get my hands onto it because it'll run nicely from up the top here, from here, work its way down the mountain and then it ends up going into the other room. I live on my own, so I can do it, sort of. But that's somewhere down the track. I mean, I need to get a bit more done on this. Once I'm allowed to, that far in there is going to be changed around. I've got a job. What you see by my head here, this bit here,
Mm-hmm.
this bit here, it's got to come down. And that way you could start a real steep incline. They stopped again. Why do they stop now?
But as you said, like model trains themselves are addictive, but there's certain genres, eras, or types that, boy, once you start collecting them, it's danger. I'm having that trouble with my UK trains. Although I got to figure out, I've got like 3 trains I really need to sit down and try to figure out what's wrong. This is the one that I think blew its decoder on a live stream before I went to Australia. But I got to figure out how to get inside here. There's one screw here, and none of my micro screwdrivers reach it. It's way up in there, and I can't quite get to it. So I got to go find one of my regular long, narrow screwdrivers and see if I can get it up in there. And hopefully that unleashes it, because maybe just maybe there's a wire that came undone in there.
You know, it's amazing when you look at how some of these things are being assembled. You got to stop and think to yourself.
And because this thing was beautiful, and one of my favorite runners, and you don't have to enlarge, but now it's dead, and I cannot. I've rebooted the system. I've tried rebooting, just seeing if somehow the address on this got changed, but there's nothing in my Central Station 3 that is suggesting it. So I think the decoder did pop, although when I pulled the decoder out, there was nothing that looked off, because you can get the decoder without taking it apart, without taking the shell off.
Well, there's been moments where even I've had a couple of guitars failed on me too on the layout.
So just got to find out why it don't want to work no more.
Um, so the other, let me find it. The other Roto, the other set that I'm getting, the other engine I'm getting, I have got, let me just put it down. I have got, I've got this one coming. Um, I've got this engine coming along. This is one of the ones that, looks like they sold that, so I'm lucky I've got one. G'day, Tammy.
Well, you're not going to get that one.
I've already bought it. I've already bought it. So.
Oh, you bought it. You probably bought their last one then, because that is sold out. Hey, Tammy and Ray.
Yeah, well, anyway, I think you guys are buying this typically. Oh God, oh God. Nail polish, nail polish remover. That works. Wonders there, Danny. So I did manage to get one of them. They are coming out some more new ones with new numbers. And the other one that's coming up, let me show the other one. There's this one.
Yep.
Um,
Which, as you know, I have.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking that one. I mean, even if it's back to replace, get that one. But it won't work on one. Too much conversion. Where are they? I do, and I will get these. I've got a 103 I'm looking at.
That is a classic of German rail history. The 103, including that color, which is often, I think that's the TEE or Rheingold coloring.
Yeah.
The 103 is that is one of the legends of German rail. I'm one of the few people that doesn't have one, but pretty much anybody that does German model train layouts will have at least one 103.
Well, the whole idea about the 103, I mean, I might need to get two because of the set that I've got. Because at the moment I'm using the yellow logo as my passenger logo, basically.
Now, I'll let you in on a secret.
Uh-oh.
You see how that code number up there is 6 digits or even 7 digits? That means it is a redo. In other words, Roku issued it, had a problem, recalled it, and remodeled it. And whenever you see a Roku with a 7-digit, that means this is a rerun of a series.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them up at the moment. Even Roco is actually selling it.
It's a redo of a canceled model.
But yeah, getting a couple of them, they look nice going up here. But I remember having a photo of the Lufthansa version when they were doing the Munich to Düsseldorf airport or Cologne. I think it was Cologne where they actually done the rough insert between the two airports, and they have to have Lufthansa colours, but it would be nice if I can get one in that scheme. If they do one, it would be nice. I know Lima did it before they went belly up. But yeah, I have got, and then I've got I will be getting, I think I'm going to go Austrian.
Okay.
With,
I'm going Austrian.
and
I
there's
think I'm
another.
going Austrian. I really think so. Going Austrian. I think I'm going Austrian. I really think so.
Because I have seen some videos of, excuse me, they are running a fair bit in Hungary, and I've noticed they are also running into Serbia now. So it's
I don't know.
worthwhile going through it. And the Austrians got some nice trains. I was more into Swiss, but I don't like the non-Swiss logos. Um,
Right.
but I mean, these are just nice, and I can run at high speed on my layout too, and that'll be slow speed. I just got to put
And see,
crack that
that's one I've got. That is one I've got.
in. And
Yes. Yes,
those
Andy,
run,
the vapors.
yeah, and they can basically run on anything. I mean, they run them on freight, they run them on passenger, and my train just stopped again for some reason. What's going on? Might have a dirty track there. Hang on.
Everyone around me is a total stranger. Everyone around me is a cyclone ranger. Everyone.
Oh, here we go. We've got singing going on. Okay, so yeah, I think I've got a dirty big track up in that section. I haven't cleaned the track. I have not cleaned the track up on this section since I built it.
See, if you get yours, I'll have to break down and get mine now, Artie.
What's that?
A 103, because I can get it.
But I just can't get over.
But then I'd have to buy the matching cars, and Joyce would be looking at me like, "Do you really need to get that?" No, but it's a German classic.
Well, you can always run as a tourist train. Um,
Oh, there's always that possibility.
but what I'm looking at doing a cheap way with the rail kit, like I'll get the FICO sets, and I'll probably have to sell the engines off that on eBay, the cheap engines, and just replace them with a rotator, because you can change a couple of them. And with me having a small layout, those small FICO rail kit cars, they'll go good on you.
Andy, I still have my singing voice. The problem is it's a horrible singing voice. Unless apparently I try to do the thrash metal, death metal, deep voice, where apparently I can pull it off, according to all you guys.
Um,
If you think I'll sit around and let you bid on one, you're thinking like a fool. You can wait until I'm done. You know.
um, but yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with it. I'm gonna get it while I can. Um, I'm gonna get the models while I still can. It's because once they're gone, who knows how long till someone makes it, and who knows if I can afford it. I want to enjoy the hobby. Um, and
Yeah, if you don't enjoy it, it's not a hobby.
yeah, and I am starting to enjoy it. I've got a few little bugs to sort out on the lab, like we all have, but
Yeah,
I'm
termites
sorting
and
it out.
cockroaches are bad.
We could have taken them home with you.
They were Australian. They stayed behind.
Yeah, but I
You're not
told
allowed to import we're not allowed to bring in non-indigenous species to the United States. We left our bugs here in America when we came over.
you get. That's why I went board, is it? Okay. Um, but yeah, it's yeah. All right. That's the wrong one. Okay. Um, I am enjoying it. I have sorted out some of the bugs in it. As I said, my biggest. You know, Kendra, you're just sitting we can see how much of a dart you are. Look at where you're sitting. You're always sitting on someone's lap. So you can't accuse me of being the father of your love, Jones. Um, she's got such a smile on her face. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah, maybe right. They're all the same. It's a worry. So yeah, I'm going to swap the wrong stuff around a little bit this week. Um, and try to run something different. Most of this grain stuff is now running, but I've got all set up with the automation. Now I've got to get
You
some
could
more
get some
going.
American stuff running. Start bringing the
Yeah,
American crowd back.
that's what's coming up now. I've got what 4 engines already set up to run on the layout. Um, I got to try out my um, one of my Berkshires to see how she's going to make the incline. And then I've got a couple of big ones that I've got to check out as well. See, because they have not run on the new section yet. See, they'll run on them no issues. So it's going to be worthwhile checking out, see what's going to come up on my layout this week. Um, so I'm going to be having fun. It looks like a lot of people sleeping. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I've finally got look, everything's running smoothly now.
Wet socks stink. Yes, yes, they do, Eric. Rick's Train says,
Hey,
yeah, you need
thanks
some
for
Norfolk
laying,
Southern
mate.
Heritage units. Rick's Trains is here. Hello, Rick's Trains. He says you need some Norfolk Southern.
Oh, you buy me something there, Rich? No problem.
Well,
Um,
his problem is he's going to send you O scale.
oh no, I've got no room for O scale. I'm just barely managing to keep what I've got on here going.
Come on,
Um,
you can do it. You can do it. Chug it, chug it, chug it. The little train that could, the little loco that could.
I suppose you could always do an own go down back, can't I?
Choo! Chug, 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 chug,
But,
chug, chug, chug. Coming up, coming up. Get up that glider. We got to stop right here.
yeah, well, one train's pretty single line. She,
Yes.
but yeah, they're running well. So I've got to finish this one here today. I've got to finish this one here
Okay.
before I get up, before I lose all the bits and pieces for that one.
Indeed.
Um, since I've got a spare Dakota sitting around now, so I'll get that one
What's
going.
up, Rick?
What's up, Rick? But
Keep it on the track.
yes,
Oh, wait, that's somebody else's. I can't do that.
Enscar will be all right, but I'm not redoing. I'm not
Keep
doing
it on the
no.
rails. There you go. I can use that one. That's all original. Keep it on the rails.
Yeah, it's almost a copy though. Keep it on
Maintain
the
it on the
track.
rails. There you go. Maintain it on the rails.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
the imitation trackside mic.
and don't they say keep it on the tracks? Something like that. I see he's been out about, so go and check out his videos too. Um, but as you see, I've got most of the timing right. Excuse me, on the layout now, so the trains are not sitting so long.
Thanks for sharing that, Eric, but we probably didn't need to know that. That explains the restraining order.
They're a little bit kept in your pants. Well, that's a good thing about Enscar. You can put them in your pocket, can't you? And when people are saying what you're playing with, you go, well, I'm playing with my train. Um, that's good. That's cool. That's cool. That's really good. Um, okay. Uh, but yeah, I still got to work out a little bit with the timing of the trains, the way they're running on the layout, the way they, which I can see there's one there sitting down in the station area there, waiting for the concrete light, basically. But I'm getting there with it. I'm getting there. But the top section, once it's dropped down, things will go a little bit better, a little bit smoother then. So what's your plans for this weekend there, Anthony?
Well, as my weekend is technically half over, my primary plans were to try to remember what life was like pre-trial.
You were over here.
Joyce and I went out for our anniversary dinner tonight.
Yeah, happy anniversary to you too.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, we're a couple of days post date, but we couldn't go out Thursday. I came home late from the trial, and I just got home, sat in the recliner, and just was so out of it. And then it would have been, okay, do we want to go? And by the time we get ourselves ready to go at 7 o'clock, we're not going to eat till 8 o'clock. And I tell you, I have been crashing about 8 to 8:30 every night, where I just finally sit down and the day just pummels my brain, and I close, and then I wake up at 3:30, reliving all the testimony I heard in the trial, and I'm just like, it's been. It's such a horrific experience. Bunch of teenagers with alcohol, drugs, and a gun, and love triangles and everything led to somebody getting blown away with a 40 caliber. And
Yeah.
and you get the wonderful joy. Not only do you see first of all, we get to watch 7 different police officers' body cams upon arriving at the scene, where you see them trying to save the victim, blah, blah, blah. Then we get to see all the autopsy photos of this kid. And by the way, the kid's mother is in the gallery watching as we're watching her daughter die and what they did. And of course, mom is, they asked mom, do you want to leave during this? And mother was no. And it just, how ripped up can your heart be watching a mother watch her young daughter die on camera again? She's already had to deal with the daughter's death once, and now she's watching the last couple of minutes of life of her daughter, and then all the post-mortem stuff they did with the daughter, and she's seeing all these pictures. And you can't help but look at her and just cry yourself, or maybe some people can help it, but it was hard to watch.
It does get a bit of a struggle, when you see that. So then it is mentally draining.
And then
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because the worst part of it is, particularly when you do interviews, when you see stuff like this, you never really get a proper detail.
Yeah.
You're supposed to stuff it in the tape. I remember, that's electronics to go over here. You got my computer, Eric. The first thing I'm letting you
right. But I mean that
everybody wants smoke on screen, so why not? There's smoke. But I remember when we went out to do our missions and whatnot, when we come home, even though we work on the ground, but you still get the side effects to it. And then we talk about it, the debrief. What percentage? Okay. I got everything except for that bit there, where my finger is. The incline, that one there is my steepest incline now, that's at 9%.
9, wow.
9. But,
oh no, bad timing.
Mom, bro, I don't know that leads there.
No, Artie smoked some weird Burmese cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah, they're the cheap ones. But I managed to get my my sections down the bottom here to 3.6%, which is the average. What is that called? The average grade on the Mossvale line here,
Mm-hmm.
and they seem to be working. There is another train set that two car set that I've got to look at to see if it's going to make it up the incline.
Right.
Um, I'm hoping to get it out because it's a nice two-car computer set that runs between Colombo and Nowra where we went to Anthony. Don't have I showed you the two-car set.
Right.
These are rail car set. That's what I want. Look, Andy, the Nova packets over here is worth what? 20 packs, they're worth about $45 a packet. Um,
I mean, Artie, those cigarettes you smoke, are they Indonesian or Burmese? I can't remember. I remember picking up one and trying to see where they were made.
um, yeah, I think there are Burmese. Well, there is Chinese writing on it, so it might be even Chinese. Um, but they are our cheaper alternatives.
I can't see the Chinese putting a warning on. I would see the Chinese saying, "Please, please, Western capitalist pig, smoke these all you want. Get cancer and die, you bastard."
I think they still got to comply to certain things when it's not wrong.
The Australian laws have to apply on them. Yeah.
Yeah. But you got, what did you do that? Okay.
Smoke this round eyes. See what happens to you. Go ahead. You aren't man enough to smoke these.
Uh, yeah. What the way I'm doing mine is it's sort of like does look like a spiral. Um, but I am going to do the scenery in a certain way where um, the tracks that are in the um, that's down the bottom. That's down the bottom next to me. Uh, See that way that train is sitting in the middle there, the coal train. You're not going to see that. A lot of that is going to be hidden away because I've got an access point.
I like those coal cars. I actually saw some of those at the shop we went to.
They are very popular. They're the coal wagons that we have here on the South Coast line. They're still running around here. Um, some have been converted into wind hoppers too now. But it will be. I've got an idea how I'm going to do this scenery. It's going to take a lot of work. Sort of like it's going to take a lot of work, but it's not. But it is actually going to look like um, from from here down, you're going to see the mountain soon, and I am going to put like a false um, board underneath, and I'm going to paint underneath with the blue sky, and it's going to transition in the back there, going into the mountain, coming up at the top here. So it's going to look like I've actually got two layouts. That's the plan I've got on how we're going to do scenery. Um, I need to keep. I need like with this one sitting here. I have got an access point in the middle. I want to keep that open in case something goes wrong. I can actually get underneath it and fix the problem. Because Anthony, see, I have not got much room in this room, so I really got to think it out, and I really got to plan out how I'm going to get it done.
Yep.
And it's been a lot of things came up. Managed to change the chair that I'm sitting in now. With the one that I had in here kept on hooking up to the layout, so I got rid of that. Now, above my head, this pit here, once I finish driving this out, I'm going to cut the corners out. So it's all going to be a bit curved up, and that's going to give me a bit more space to move around as well.
Yep.
Because really, I haven't got much space, and now since I've been had that issue before Anthony and Joyce came over here, they put me on more steroids again. Of course, the steroids they put me on bloats you. So,
Hey, Papa John, welcome back.
okay, we've got another crappy can again. Okay, for some reason. Oh, that train is in somewhere across the boat. All right, so that's I might as well call that a show over. I didn't block the line today. Yeah, got a crappy can. I'm home now. There you all here. It's nice to see you home. So this week, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to swap the trains around a bit, the roller stock around a bit this week. I'm going to work on, there is going to be some tests. Let me get my happy face off here. I am going to start playing around with the new tablet system that I've got.
Yeah.
I'm going to mount the camera at a different angle because that light there is not really a good spot. So I'm going to be playing around with the new tablet so I can actually have that on the side. And the update on his layout. Now, well, he didn't take a ton of boring machine with him here. Delmar, he's left behind.
I haven't worked on my layout in months and months and months and months. Last thing I did on my layout was working on the Fowler car system. I hit a snag with that, and I just stopped working on it. And then I spent 3 weeks in Australia and a week at trial. So the biggest chore I was planning on doing last week, and now I've got to tuck myself into doing this week, but it's the holiday week. Plus, July 4th also means my kids' birthdays. I've got one kid has a birthday on the 6th and one kid has a birthday on the 7th. But it's track cleaning time. It's major track cleaning time, not just running my track cleaning cars. It's run the track cleaning cars and then get the scrubbers out and really buff the tracks down. I really should get out my machine, the wheels, my wheel cleaning machine, because most of my rolling stock probably needs a good wheel cleaning as well. And I'm way behind on that. And it just, last week, just really threw more behind, and motivation's been hard enough.
Well, it's been a hard week for me too.
Well, yeah, you had a hard week too. Yeah.
Yeah, the day after the injection, I'm supposed to be arrested, but I had to go up to Sydney to deal with the boys, and then there was a piece of paper that I ended up signing the signature while you were here. They go, "Oh no, we need a witness signature." Oh, bloody hell. So I just went up there, and I'll tell you what, I gave them the third degree when I went up there. And it's like, no one's reading my emails, no one's reading anything that I'm sending over to you. I've been having a computer glitch, and I'm still in 4 years? It's pathetic. And I'm getting very concerned. But here I said, I'm supposed to be at home resting. But here I'm running around. I mean, all I've done is go run around to the appointments this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have time for myself, really. And then I wonder why you're going loopy, why you get so short and aggressive. And so, well, do with what I've got to do within a week, and you'll see why we get short fused. But I've got to clean the track. See, since I've done this new section behind me, I have not cleaned the track up. So that's going good. But I've noticed today, as always, when you're going live, you're trying to run, they want to play up.
Yep.
Tracks up. So I'll be doing that up the stream. So people, I think we might record a night from there, I think, Anthony, eh? We'll talk during the week sometime when you get free.
Well, I'll be free. I'm actually changing the days I watch Kai, and I'm watching Kai on Monday and Wednesday instead of Tuesday and Thursday.
All right, so I'll give you a call on Tuesday then.
But I expect I'll get calls from Jean Ricard as well. There's few people who want to catch up with me.
Oh yeah, there are some around here that want to catch up to you too.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, they can fly over. I'm not flying back anytime soon.
Okay.
They'll have to double the dosage on my pills.
Well, at least you know. At least you know they work.
I actually, yes, they did work. I have to admit they did work. Considering how bumpy the flight was in places, and I wasn't screaming and having terror fits. Yeah, it was clear those pills worked. In fact, I was supposed to meet with my doctor last week and had to cancel the appointment. I was supposed to get my checkup and have a couple of other things that had been checked up on and see if things have changed for the better or for worse. But yeah, the pills did work. So I'm going to talk about that and just say, you know,
Yeah.
just give me a. I don't. They can't give you an unlimited or open prescription, but yeah, like give me a prescription of 30 one time 30, and then I can have a couple when I go to the UK. I can have some for next year when I go to Germany, and then any other trips I might take.
All right, very good. Now we're going to go on, and in the morning we've got our main hot dog Andy. Yeah, I still got to look up that engine that I was talking about in the UK that I want to come up and have a look at. Because she's a sister engine to the one that we got over here, so I do want to see what it looked like, running. That's if it's still running or not. It's a little tank engine up there. But yeah, it's. I'll just get you to wait on before we knock off. As we knock off, I want to ask you something. A couple of questions offline. So anyway, people, thank you very much for coming up. We'll see you guys next week. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. Have fun. Bye.
Take care, everybody. See ya. Bye bye.